field sketch. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about the 1SQ V Cam by Heli Max. This is ready to fly. It's a quadcopter. Comes with a transmitter, 1-cell battery, a USB charging port for the battery, and an onboard camera, HD camera that shoots in 720, tiltable lens, micro SD USB adapter to load the video onto your computer. So today we're going to talk about what comes in the box, take it out and fly it, put some onboard video on there and do a review on it. I really like this thing. I flew it inside. It's a very versatile quadcopter. I wouldn't recommend it for a beginner because it flies like a helicopter, so if you're not used to flying a helicopter, you will not be used to the orientation. But let's take a look and see what's in the box. Okay, first of all we have the quadcopter, which you can see here. Comes with 2 white props on the front, 2 black props on the back to help you maintain the orientation of which direction it's facing. Also, you'll notice here there's clear LEDs for the front, red LEDs for the back, so when it's flying you can actually tell which way it's oriented, and it makes it a little easier to get control of it. Alright, next we have the transmitter. In the transmitter here you have the little digital display that kind of shows the controls. In this transmitter also you have the controls not only for the quadcopter but the controls for the camera. You have an auxiliary channel here, you have a flip or stunt mode here on the right hand corner, and in order to flip this thing upside down you push in and hold this to put it into the stunt mode. If you want it to flip forward you would push the stick forward. If you want it to flip backward you push it backwards. Same thing left or right for the ailerons. Left channel is your throttle up and down. Left and right on the left stick is the same thing as a rudder on the helicopter. It would spin left with left and right with right. Up is more throttle, down is less throttle. Right stick is the same thing as the helicopter. Left and right are just like ailerons on an airplane, or your pitch for your helicopter. Right is rolls to the right, left rolls to the left, forward is nose down, backward is just like the elevator with nose up. Alright, and so there's 2 different modes. You push the stick down and you hear the high pitch beep, which means it's in high rates. You push the stick down again on the right hand side, and the low tone means it's in low rates. There are other settings in this, and we're not going to go through the full setup of this thing. I would recommend this thing. It's a very versatile quadcopter. It does not like wind. They recommend in the manual, which by the way the manual is very clear, but they recommend light winds only, and until you're used to flying it then I would recommend flying it inside or no wind at all. It's versatile. Even in the low rate mode it's very controllable. You can walk through the house and fly it inside the house, but it will roll and it will move, and when you put it in high rates this thing is a ball. It's a blast. Okay, so that's the transmitter. The next thing we're talking about is the quadcopter. On board is the HD camera that's mounted right to the bottom of the quadcopter, and you can see here the lens tilts up or it tilts down. It won't go 90 degrees, it goes down to about a 45-degree angle, or it goes up to straight ahead. You have the port to plug your battery in. The battery slides inside, right back here, like this. And then when you bind this thing to the transmitter, or when you actually let it connect, you need to set it down on a level surface and plug the battery in. Let it sit there for about 2 seconds so that it can get its orientation and get the gyro set up. The camera is controlled by the transmitter as well. You have 2 modes. You have the video mode, which is on the left switch here. To put it into video mode, you would push this button 1 time and you would see a red light on the side of the quadcopter come on right down in there, and then that means it's in video mode, and to start the video you would push the video button 1 more time. The video would start to take, and as you're capturing video that little light will flash to let you know that you're in capture video mode. To stop the video you push the video button again and it'll stop. The red light is on and solid. Alright, The other side, on your right hand here, you have a digital picture mode. Push it one time, it will put it into picture mode, take it out of video mode. Push it again, it will take a digital image, and while it's capturing the digital image, the light on the side will flash, then it will go back to solid. And as long as you leave it in picture mode, every time you push the button, it will take a digital image. Now, you can go back and forth between picture and video by the same process. You push video, then it will switch it into video mode, and then you push video again, and then it will start the video, and then the light will start flashing to let you know you're in video capture mode. A lot of stuff going on with this little transmitter. These things, depending on where you buy them, they're $120 to $140. I would highly recommend it. It's not as stable as some of the other quadcopters with the image, the stabilization and everything built in, but hey, you get an onboard video camera with the controls to take pictures or video that's controlled by your transmitter. You get a charger that plugs into your USB, so there's no fancy chargers to buy. You get a micro SD card, which is 2 gigs of memory to store the video to, a micro SD card adapter that plugs into your USB port on your computer to download the video. And when you download the video, it's already in a format that Windows can recognize, and the digital pictures are in JPEG, so it's very user friendly. This will handle up to a 32 gig micro SD, so that's a lot of memory. Flight time, not so much, 2 to 4 minutes depending on how you're flying. You could possibly get more out of it, but I don't tend to sit there and hover. So let's take a look at it. Let's go out and fly it, and then take some shots on board and some video. Okay, so let's power it up. Turn the transmitter on. Battery into the slot. Put it in low rates. Very stable. Notice here on the right hand side the light is on and steady. If you put it into video mode, you push the left hand button here. That lets you know you're in video mode. Okay, see the light is flashing here, letting you know that you're capturing video. Push it again. The light comes on to let you know that you're off. Alright, the picture mode is on the right hand side. If you watch the light there when you hit it, that switches it to picture mode, but it hasn't captured. It just captured one shot. Captured another shot. To go back to video mode, switch it back to video, push the button. Now while it's flashing, it should be capturing video. Okay, so a little onboard. Now while it's flashing, it should be capturing video. Okay, so a little onboard video. it outside, see how it does in the wind. Maybe do some more tricks and fast forward flight, but very stable inside.
Okay, here today with the Heli Max Quadcopter onboard video camera to do some outside testing. Vertical takeoff, what kind of power she has. A roll to the side. Roll to the left. Try a forward roll. Try some fast forward flight. Higher rate. Oh yeah, a lot more control. Flip. Fast forward flight into the wind.
Okay, so all in all, the Heli Max 1SQ V Cam ready to fly quadcopter. I have nothing negative to say about it. Wow, guys, Copter, Heli Max. This thing is great. A great product for the value. You get your onboard video camera, onboard camera that shoots in JPEG, extra props. You've got your battery charger. The only negative that I see is that I only have one battery. But wow, low rates, high rates, onboard video, comes with a USB charger. You don't have to buy special chargers. You plug it right into your computer. Micro SD comes with it, 2 gig micro SD. Doesn't store tons of video, but if you're near a computer and you can download, it's plenty. Comes with a USB micro SD card adapter, so when you're finished with your video or your JPEG photos, you can plug it right in this little guy here, plug it into your computer USB port, download your videos, upload them to YouTube, share them with your friends. If you're used to the bigger, larger controls, you will be able to bind this with your quadcopter, and you can see there's quite a bit of difference here. Great transmitter here, but if you're already used to this, then you can get that AnyLink system, bind this up, and then fly it with the same transmitter that you fly all of your other products with. All in all, I'd have to say 5-star rating. I love this little guy. Okay, thanks for watching Field Sketch. Rate and subscribe, and we appreciate it.